All right, guys, I think at this point you should really have a good understanding of what empathy is. But let's review real quick. So, you know what it is. It's when you understand how someone is feeling because you imagine what it's like to be in their shoes. For example, if someone falls on the ground, just as a student who's probably fallen, that that person might be sad, they might be hurt, maybe even embarrassed. You know, if you see someone on the playground screaming and clenching their fists, you know that they are probably feeling anger. When you scream and you clench your fists, you feel anger. So, you know what empathy is. It's your ability to understand how that other person is feeling just by looking at them or seeing what happened. Now, you know how to practice it. One way is to really watch people's facial expressions and their bodies, and that way you can get an understanding of probably what emotions they're feeling. And if you
Please close
don't,
outside, over.
sorry, if you don't, you can always ask. Also, another way to practice is if you are trying to problem solve, which we have been talking about for weeks now, with another student, it's a really good practice to first start by putting yourself in their shoes. So if you're going to approach them and talk to them about a problem you have with them, it's good to first think about, well, what are they thinking about this? I wonder what they're thinking about this problem or how they're feeling today. Maybe it's not a good idea to work out a problem with someone who is clearly crying and very upset because then you know they're in the blue zone. So, you know how to practice empathy now, you know what it is, and you know why it's important. It's important because if you have empathy, if you can put yourself in other people's shoes, it will help you in your relationships with other people. It will help you with your friendships. It will help you with your parents, your guardians. If you can look at your people, like let's say I look at my mom and I see that she looks sad, I know how to talk to her and how to help her. And the biggest thing is it will help you problem solve. If you are able to put yourself in someone else's shoes, then you are able to have a better understanding of where they're coming from when you have a problem together. So that is empathy. I hope you learned a lot. And it is a very important subject that I feel like we all need to know about.